Hey, this is Gene Simmons from the greatest band in the world. You know it, I know it, come on. Even your grandma knows it. Kiss. And you're listening to Uncle Eddie right here on Ham Radio.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La, 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 la.
Nice. This is how we do it. It's Uncle Eddie right here on Ham Radio, live on the machine, built to rock. On the phone right now, the star, because you know he is, the star of Jackass 3D, Steve-O on the phone. Steve-O, what the fuck, buddy?
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me, man. How are you?
I'm fucking good. How are you doing?
I'm just waking up, laying here with my little shithead dog.
Oh, how is little shithead?
Aw.
Oh, he's great, man. I rescued him, and the only problem is that he bites people and he destroys stuff, and he's a total pain in the ass. But these are all things that I can really relate to intimately. So we get along pretty good.
How you doing? How you doing now? Because you're sober.
But good, man. It's been 2.5 years. 4 days ago.
Sweet. Congratulations on that.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
What were you doing? Your drug of choice, you were on the Whippets, right? That's what you liked?
Oh, man, you name it, dude. I love, I did everything except crack and heroin.
You will after this show.
Why'd you stay away from the crack and the heroin?
I don't know. I guess I had boundaries, dude. Like, I had some kind of a threshold or something. I don't know. The truth is that my mom had made me go to rehab in, 1995, and I felt like I was there, while I was there, I learned that that crack and heroin were just not cool, Like, the impression that I got, during that stint was that you got respect in rehab based on how much you belonged there, like the more fucked up you were,
Yeah.
the more people respected you, unless you were a crackhead or a heroin addict. Like, that was, like, over the line, kind of.
That was the boundary.
They have boundaries in rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, like, heroin wasn't over. But, like, every day someone would come, pretty much, and someone else would leave. There was, like, that kind of a daily turnover rate. And people, like, when you got there, you would walk up to, like, the group, and you would say what your name was and what your drug of choice was. And if people walked up and said that their drug of choice was powder cocaine, the group was generally snickering at them and saying, like, oh, like, what a pussy. I remember one guy came in and had, like, the nerve to say marijuana was his drug of choice, and people wanted to, like, people wanted to kick this guy's ass. But then, like, if people walked in and said their drug of choice was crack, it was just, like, no one made eye contact with them. No one wanted to be their roommates. And if people, if their drug of choice was heroin, they generally were in no shape to say that themselves. They'd be, like, carried in, or, like, it'd just be in such horrible shape.
That's fucking funny. Who the hell has the balls to say marijuana's my drug of choice? The reason I'm at rehab.
You ever suck dick for weed? I suck dick for coke.
There you go.
Right.
No, but like, that's like going to fucking rehab and saying, like, I'm a wine. I'm an alcoholic because I drink wine. What the fuck is that?
It's healthy for you.
It's a wino, but it's not good wino. Steve-O was
what
on
are the
real shit and worked his way up.
And what are the acceptable drugs then? If you're looked down upon for being a cokehead or a heroin addict, what's okay? Drugs.
Oh wait, we lost Steve-O.
I thought it went
No,
pretty
wait,
quiet.
he's back. No,
There he
wait,
is.
now he's lost again. He's back. He's lost.
No.
Steve-O's high again. God damn it. We had him, and then I think when you said I suck dick for coke, you threw him off.
Either
Yeah,
turned him
you
on
sat
or...
down and we lost Steve-O. Did you notice that?
Nice. Steve-O, you back?
Yeah,
There he is.
yeah, that's right, man. I got AT&T.
I
But he
know
said
that
he had
feeling.
ADD.
He had ADD too, but he also has AT&T, and that sucks. Where do we leave
All
off?
right,
Jen was asking.
Yeah, I was asking Steve-O if coke and heroin is looked down upon in rehab. That's hysterical, by the way.
It was
What
crack.
Crack.
Cocaine was
It's crack.
fine.
Yeah, get your
Crack
fucking
was
drugs
fine.
right, Jen.
I stopped the crack. So crack cocaine and heroin are looked down upon. So what's the drug of choice? What's acceptable in rehab?
What's cool?
Yeah, what's
well,
cool?
it was only really crack that was unacceptable. But,
Crack's unacceptable.
like, it was cool to have, like, to be, like, an alcoholic and have, like, your hands all red from cirrhosis of the liver, Like, that was really awesome.
It's cool to be an alcoholic. Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
You know, and like, I mean, it was just generally like consequences, you know, like the more cars you crashed, the cooler you were, you know, like.
Steve, you must have been treated like a fucking king.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. It wasn't. That was just kind of my impression back then. You know, I remember them saying that, you know, they said like 95% of people who go to rehab to get sober that fail, and I remember thinking like, wow, you know. So what they're saying is like hypothetically, if I was into the idea of getting sober, I would have a 5% chance. And like at the time, I mean, I was only 20 years old. It was 1995, and that just told me like that I was wasting my time there and to get the hell out. And it took as long as it took, you know, for me to change my perspective. And you know, by the time by the time 2.5 years ago rolled around, my attitude was that like, well, you know, 5% make it. Like that I've beaten bigger odds than that. You know, like.
Well, you're one of those 5%, Steve-O. You did it, motherfucker.
You know, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You never have it done, but yeah, so far so good, man. I'm definitely a lot happier. You know, like where I left off was a dark place.
Very dark.
Do you look down on the people at Sober House? Because that looks like a joke. Like, is rehab harder than?
I looked at, you know, I don't know. Like, here's like the way that I feel about that. I mean, like the celebrity rehab. Dr. Drew reached out to me, and he tried to get me on that very first season of it, and I was still loaded. And I remember, you know, like I was still. I mean, I was like really in the thick of it. You
Maybe
know,
next
like,
season. I'm fucking high.
And well, yeah, but yeah, I was totally high. And I remember my response to Dr. Drew was, I said, I have too much respect for the recovery process to make a mockery of it on television.
So I'll just do Dancing with the Stars.
That would be great.
He did.
He did do Dance with the Stars.
And broke his fucking back.
Out on the 6th
Yeah.
week.
Oh, that's right. I think I was high.
Yeah.
What was that like, Dance with the Stars?
What was that like? Oh man, it stressed me out so bad. Like,
Did that make you?
I took it all entirely too seriously. I mean, I think that was like kind of endearing for some people, you know, like that I didn't like make a big joke out of it.
Yeah.
But that was just way too much, way too soon. For,
But did that make you want to go back on the drugs? Because I would.
Well, you know, I mean, I've heard. I mean, we make fun of it and we laugh at it, but I heard it's grueling
We laugh
work.
at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, like Dancing with the Stars, I heard is pretty grueling work. Like those workouts are killer.
It's I mean, it's definitely kind of work. I mean, I didn't really lose any weight. I actually got fatter. You know, like I was a little bit chubby when that was going on. But,
You're the only one that gained weight. Everyone else gets all muscular and decent. You got a fucking gut at the end of it.
Yeah.
Well, but also,
Yeah, pretty much.
but Steve-O's done this before, dude. He went to clown college first off at Ringling Brothers. The guy, he's an acrobat. You know, he's stilt worker. He can do a backflip off a high dive with stilts. I mean, he's an athlete through and through. I mean, I think that he could handle Dancing with the Stars.
Well, he hurt his back, obviously.
He hurt his back.
Yeah, but that was because he was doing a trick.
Yeah, well, I flipped over onto my back. I landed on a microphone pack.
Yeah.
You know,
I hate when that happens.
That wasn't part of the plan. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I've definitely, you know, I've got some respectable athleticism, but that does not mean that I can keep a beat.
Well, yeah, you're white, so you have that going for you. That's not going to work.
Right.
Now-
oh, man.
now
yeah,
with Jackass
dancing is-
3 coming out now.
3D.
Can you stop being a stammering fuck and go, with Jackass 3D coming out?
Well, no, I heard him talking. I don't want to step on him.
Yeah,
We're
right.
too late.
He had a microphone up his ass. I mean, it's all right.
Just the
Now,
pack.
if you go back and look at Jackass 1 and all the seasons of Jackass, what was your favorite stunt you've done or like prank you guys pulled?
I don't know. I think I kind of miss the times when we could all go out and not be recognized. You know, now it takes like major disguises and shit. Like I think when Knoxville went and did Knoxville went and got he brought the old lady, and he said that it was his grandma, and that it was her wish to be stuffed and melted.
Oh, the taxidermy, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was fantastic. For me, like when I was going around like as a security guard, that was so much fun. Just so much fun to just fuck with people, you know, like and now like you know, now we go out and get recognized. So it's like, you know, we've kind of had to resort to just pulling pranks on each other, you know, which is great because we can push it a lot further.
Well, now here's the thing. I have the whole cast. Who is the most craziest? Is it Steve-O? Is it Is it sober Steve-O? Or was drugged up Steve-O a lot more fun to fuck with?
I don't know that I was ever as much of a target, you know. I wasn't really ever like mean-spirited on Jackass, but definitely, you know, whatever like dignity I had left, or whatever dignity I had scraped together in sobriety, like I threw it out the fucking window for this movie, man. You know, like there's no question. Like I almost like I almost. I don't know. Do I regret it? I'm not sure, but I really, really like threw dignity to the wind.
Well, yeah, but in the first one, you had dignity because in the first one, you're the only guy that turned down the car up the ass.
Yeah.
When they were going to do the car up the ass and do the X-ray, you're the only guy that turned it down. So you have dignity, my friend.
Well, that's where he's hiding the drugs.
Now you have dignity. Go ahead.
I tried to have some dignity, and then I broke that rule, you know, like on the second movie. But yeah, this movie is great, man. And the 3D like is actual 3D. It's not like Clash of the Titans where they try and like do some kind of like half-ass like post-production.
Put on your glasses. Take off your glasses. Put on your glasses. Take off your glasses.
Yeah, like we actually shot it in 3D, so it looks so awesome, man. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of a Phantom camera, but it shoots at 1,000 frames per second. And
He's one up Eddie's ass right now.
Nice. Let me pull it out for Steve. There you go.
We worked with like the world's first 3D Phantom camera, which is just so rad.
You're breaking new ground, dude.
Yeah, technology really finally caught up to us. It's so awesome.
See, I would think that when you're drugged up, wouldn't the stunts come a lot easier to you? Because you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, but then again, on the other hand, like say for example, if we all had like some incredible like tolerance for pain, you know, or if we were like really fearless, it would be totally boring to watch because there wouldn't be like, you know, it's our reactions that I think are compelling, you know. Mm-hmm. So having me be clear-headed and sober, like I'm just so much more like dreading it, so much more feeling the pain. Like the reactions are so enhanced.
Well, that's what
I'm doing all this. I'm doing it all anyway, you know. I'm actually in this movie more than I was in either of the first two.
Because you were passed out probably in the first two.
Remember the first two?
Yeah.
No, but because you see yourself in the trailer, because you do the one where when they do that like porta potty slingshot deal, and you see yourself shitting your pants, literally going like, I'm not ready.
I never did the roller coasters and bungee jumping, man. Like I'm too close to the problem because I've jumped off stuff like my entire life, you know. Like I just hate that shit, but that one, like nobody is ready for when that porta potty reaches like the apex of its flight. Like it's unbelievable. Like it's unbelievable how much shit is going to be flying around that movie theater
in 3D.
In 3D, that's even better. Yeah.
Right.
How long?
It's absolutely fucking unbelievable.
How long was your filming for Wild Boys? How long were you out in the wild for at a time?
Generally about 2 weeks. There was one trip where we did India and Indonesia, and I remember it was 29 straight shooting days. And I lost my mind so bad when I got home, I got arrested on a Delta flight for chain smoking.
It's never fucking boring with Steve-O. It's just never boring.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. More after this.
Ham Radio.
Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. Don't it, Willie?
Yeah, boy. Hey, mama.
What the hell you want with